My question was, does urban river water have more bacteria than rural river water? I chose this project because I like to go down to the Clear Fork River with my family to go gold panning and also swim. And I wanted to know if the river water was safe or not. My hypothesis is that rural river water has less bacteria than urban river water because there are less people using it. And for my background information, river water can contain good bacteria and bad bacteria. And for good bacteria, microorganisms occur naturally in all waters and are needed to break down organic materials, which gives nutrients to water plants and animals. And river water can also contain bad bacteria like fecal coliform and E. coli. And the bad bacteria in water can be affected by weather, temperature of water, sewage overflow, and livestock management. In urban areas, human waste from septic systems, wastewater treatment facilities, and stormwater systems is a primary source of bad bacteria in river water. And in rural areas, animals' waste from agriculture and wildlife is a primary source of bad bacteria in river water. And when people use unsafe water for recreation, drinking water, or food sources, it can affect their health and even cause death. For my procedure, I called the Ohio EPA to find out the best way to test for river water, and I visited the Ashland Water Treatment Plant to learn on how they tested for bacteria in river water and to help me test for bacteria in river water. And then I traveled to 4 rivers in Ohio, and at each river I put on new rubbery gloves and collected each sample with a plastic bottle. Then I put a preservative tablet into the bottle and shut the lid. And then I put the bottle in a cooler with ice and filled out the Alloway laboratory form for the time that I collected it and the date and then where I collected it. And then I turned it into Alloway Laboratory in Mansfield. And then when I got it back, I reviewed the Alloway Laboratory results for the amounts of bacteria in each sample. And then for my data, I went to Delaware Creek in Howard, Ohio with a population of 242 and a total coliform of 2,420 per 100 milliliters of water. Then the E. coli was 489 per 100 milliliters of water, and each of these were per 100 milliliters of water. And then at the Clear Fork River in Belleville, Ohio, with a population of 1,897, with a total coliform of 4,840, and E. coli of 1,633. And for the Drum Fork River in Ashland, Ohio, with a population of 20,423 and a total coliform of 2,420, and E. coli of 249. Then for the Black Fork River in Mansfield, Ohio, with a population of 46,560, with a total coliform of 2,420, and also an E. coli of 2,420. And then for my conclusion, my hypothesis was correct most of the time because river water in more populated areas like Mansfield had more bacteria than in less populated rural areas. And for my variables, I think I could change the time of year when I collected the sample because in summer the water's warmer and that causes bacteria to produce more. And then in winter they kind of slow down because the water's cold and don't produce. And then also, I think I could test more rivers if this was less expensive because it was pretty expensive to test each sample. And also, I think this could apply to real life because, well, one, we know which rivers are more safe to use, and then we need to figure out a way to stop all that bacteria from getting into the water so it's safe for us to use. And also, what surprised me about this was that the Clear Fork River, which I'm in gold panning and swimming a lot, had more bacteria than I thought it would.